If you've ever played LEGO, like millions of other people around the world, you may have heard of illegal building techniques. Illegal building techniques are certain ways of building with LEGO that weren't intended by the company. Lots of these can cause stress to the LEGO pieces, which can cause them to break, but today we aren't going to be looking at those. The building technique we're going to be discussing involves taking apart the legs of the LEGO minifigure. Weird, I know. Just a disclaimer, there's a chance if you do this, the legs might become a little loose, because there's a little bump on the end of the rod that holds the legs on, which may get grinded down a little when pulling the legs off. Our first use for these legs are as decorations on buildings. As you may have seen in the thumbnail of this video, I'm using the LEGO Creator Set 31036, the 3-in-1 toy and grocery store, to show this off because this set already had some similar details, and I felt that this would be a good way to show off the new ones. There are a couple of ways you can orient the legs on these 1x1 pieces with a stud on the side. The first is to place the base of the foot on the stud so the round part is sticking out, which can be a little obtrusive. The other way to do this is to connect the bottom hole on the back of the leg to the wall. This style helps to keep the piece a little more discreet against the wall of the building and puts the round part on the bottom, which is very similar to real architecture. The bottom of the foot is also flush with the roof base plate, which looks very nice in my opinion. Another way we can use this piece is to make the legs into the legs of a table. In order for this to work, you will need to use a base plate upside down, which makes building on the table trickier, but also opens it up to more creative solutions. Finally, one of my favorite uses is this piano mock. I use the technique on the sides of the keyboard as an elegant detail, and I think it fits in nice. Of course, the piano isn't complete without a bench. I added studs to the bottom of the plate to add texture to the bench, to kind of resemble the style in the Creator Expert piano set. After using these techniques, however, you are going to end up with a lot of the pieces that connect the legs together, but don't worry, there are uses for this as well. My favorite use for this piece is as a small wheel. This is really useful for small builds that only need one wheel. Of course, there's also a lot of other creative ways to use this technique, with these being just some of the ways I've seen others use them. There's also a lot more flexibility with the new medium-sized minifigure legs that also bend, but I don't have any of my own, so I'm not going to be able to test any out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this illegal building technique I like to use, and can use this in creative ways in your own builds. Have a great day, and stay creative.